city. I know that you're trying to go be better, run up the cash, you look. No win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got...
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my...
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, D!
Here's Watson. He's got Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
It's our time. It's our time.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Watson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or.
Throwing on second down. Barrett. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Barrett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On second down, Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
60 Pittsburgh.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 10 Nova.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Check back.
On 3rd and 2, Barrett steps away to his left. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready?
Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go, D.
Get it.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Texans' 47-yard line.
Come on, 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Coming after you.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Set. 10-2 stop. So don't say nothing.
Richard trying the right side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Double time.
Gilbert. He'll find his running back here, Richard. Richard lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready, set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Just like that.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Blue draw Porkers.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they come up now 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mike, check, 59.
Here's Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Record.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Watson. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Charlie. Now.
2nd and 11. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Let's go. 8-3.
Check 55 to Mike.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set up. 60 yards.
Check 41. Curry.
Five.
Operating from the gun, Gilbert. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
Boom!
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that
one. 20! And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it? I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Yo, go!
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 55.
Shoot!
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Let's go.
A big-time play there for the Texans. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now it's Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. This quarterback now a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that. 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 96, Mike 96. Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, Gilbert. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 9, Gilbert is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Raiders.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Looking to throw. Gilbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Down, 18 Gator.
55. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Get it.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
the ready.
55.
Coming this way, here we go.
They'll run on first down. Richard dances by him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Richard on the toss. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Slam.
Greystone travel. 5.
Check right. Watching you five. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
And come on, hit it.
Throwing to start the drive. Gilbert. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Wildville.
Richard. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Check 55 to Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Ready.
On the ground, Richard. And fights through one man. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Ready. 60 or.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Badgley's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Reset. 19. 24. Get ready. Get ready. Hey. So 50. 50's a mic. 50's a mic. Cut.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Allen's got it complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Show it up.
Hey, 59. Hey, 24.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So on fourth down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
No gain on the play there, second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Cleveland Farrell and the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
15 liners. 15 liners.
This is Richard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Watson. He's got Allen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Down. 18 Gator.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's a give to Richard. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base. 55. Yeah. Take go.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus.
Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go be. Better run up